Okay, so today we're gonna go and show you what model try on it. So you can get there through here or just click this button. So we're gonna click here. First things first is you want to, so basically what this is, just so you know, is our goal is to get your product, let's say this is your product, onto an actual model. The pants, the full fit, we want it to look like a DSLR raw quality, like a photo shoot. We want the exact fits. We want to lock in the background in the model. We represent, for example. I love using this because they do a good job. Okay, so let's pretend this is the product. So in e-commerce shoots, you want the background to be consistent and you want the model to be consistent. And you want the way it fits to be consistent. And the problem with most AI apps, like ChatGPT, Nano Banana, is when you plug in the shirt and pants, it'll never fit the way you want it to. And the background, the face always changes. So we want to create something consistent, and that's why we created the model try-on. So first things first, the model. I'm going to put white guy, shoot with this. Whatever race you want to do. So, let's see. So what we're going to do is find a model face that we like. I'm going to put headshot. Okay, so this guy was pretty cool. I was using a colored photo of him. Actually, this is pretty cool. We do want a straight-on shot, so let's do something like this. Okay, so we're going to screenshot this headshot. We're just going to plug in the headshot. You can upload your own background. You can just go on Pinterest or wherever site, office background. And you can find like a background you want to shoot in, for example, and drag it in. For mine, I'm just going to choose from the options we've given you. So if we're trying to do something like represent, we want the Infinity Studio. And then we're going to figure out the aspect ratio. So for this one, I'm going to do 9:16 because this is usually, well, 4:5. This is more story, so we're going to do portrait. This is more, if you want the represent look. I believe this is what, 4:5. We're going to hit generate model. And then it's going to do its thing. It will take some time because it's pretty much creating your own copyright-free model. So you can use this and save him as your model, right? So as it's loading, you know, the reason why it's so unique, you can upload your own models, let AI generate the perfect model, multiple background options, add your own garments, men, women. So basically, you dress your model, pick the model's face, the background, and you get something like this. It's super consistent and it's in 4K. So I'm going to pause this while this is loading. Okay, so this is what it came up with. Again, don't worry about the clothes. We're going to fill that in after. This looks pretty good, pretty accurate to the model we chose. Obviously, it won't be identical because we want it to be copyright-free. If you don't like this, you can always write some notes and regenerate a new face. But for now, I'm going to save this, scene, and model. So now I could use this over and over, okay? Then we're going to hit continue to outfit. Okay, so this is the top, the bottom, the shoes, the hat. So if you ever want to upload a shirt and a button down together, you want to add notes after, right? But for now, you want to add them together. So for this example, we're just going to add this t-shirt. So you want to do the front, right? So upload the front first. So here's the front. Okay? And then we want to upload the pants. So let's just say this is the pants. And then this is the shoe. And you could take this all with your, I recommend taking a picture of you wearing it because then the fit is perfect, right? That's usually the best way. And you upload the actual fit instead of just the product shot because from here, you can make some notes. Is the shirt tucked in, untucked, or etc. So for this one, you got to do custom, right? I'm going to keep it as is. This one, I'm going to do wide leg, high-waisted, low-rise, straight, wide leg. So I'd say this is like a wide leg, or I'm going to put baggy. Okay, and then if you don't have the fit, and then the shoes, there's no laces on this, so as is. So you can also add accessories if you want. Necklace, purse, scarf, etc. So for here, we're going to add, that's what we do, some black sunglasses. So let's see, we want to add these. Just going to screenshot this. Plug that into, put a necklace for now. This is sunglasses, not necklace. Okay, so you can always do that if you want for now. We will add more sections as we go. And then if you want to fit reference, so I'm going to say the pants should fit like this. So I'm going to put that fit reference here. And then for the t-shirt, I want the t-shirt, let's say, to fit like this. Okay. The best way to do this, though, is to just upload the actual item on body onto here. So you can shoot it with your iPhone on yourself and then upload it. That's usually the better way, but for now, we'll do it this way. Okay. So now you have the clothing, the fits, and then some accessories. So let's apply to model and let it load. Okay, so it did a pretty good job, not gonna lie. So it has the sunglasses, the fit, pretty damn accurate to this. The fit on these pants, the exact same pants is Intel here. And then for the fit, should be like this. Okay, so the only thing is that maybe I don't want the shoes untucked. So what we can do is to not tuck the pants into the shoes. The pants should be over the shoes. So I'm gonna edit it again. Okay, so it did it again. Honestly, it's perfect. Also, remember this is going to be 4K once you finish it. Export full quality. Okay, so now we have that. We can do side profile view and all the pictures are here. So in e-commerce, you want front, side, and back. Okay, so I'm going to start doing the side now. I'm going to pause this while that's going. Okay, so it's got the side now. Problem is, it tucked in the pants again. So what you want to do is, you can also write a note again. Do not tuck in the pants. Keep the cuff of the pants over the shoe. So let that load. Okay, so you can see it has now generated. So we're into the back now. So what's important is when you're doing the back, you also maybe want to show what the back looks like, because sometimes the back is different. So I have the pants, I don't have the back of this, but let's just pretend this is the back of it. So I'm going to put this here, bottoms. And then for a top, that's the back of the top. Shoes, you have the back. I don't for now, it's fine. Hit generate. And then let that run for a bit. Okay, so now you have front, side, and then obviously if you want to do the back again, you can always write, do not tuck in pants. We will add a new update where you can actually tell it right away beforehand. But in the meantime, you have all your poses. So what we're going to do is what I like to do is I like to open Canva. Okay, so first things first, we're going to download this. So you can export all of them if you want. But for now, for this example, I'm just going to export full quantity. You can pick which format. Usually, I like to do PNG. This is pretty much highest quality. I'm going to download. And there's 25 megabytes, so it's quite large. We're going to drag that into Canva. You don't need to do it, use Photoshop, but I just like doing it in Canva. So now I'm going to drag it in here. And you have your photo. It's still uploading, as you can see here. So just let it upload. But now you have a full e-commerce shoot picture. So while that's uploading to Canva, what you can do is under here, if you want to custom pose, so if we go to, let's say, represents. Let's just go to any collection. So let's say this one. Let's say I want him to pose like this. So I'm just going to save. And then what you can do is you can upload this in here. So sometimes it only does these formats to give you a warning. So what you need to do is AVIF is not considered something. So you can open this in Photoshop and save it again. Usually people have it in JPEG, so you can use a screenshot this, and that should make it into a JPEG, and then you can drag it in here. Okay? Then hit apply pose. And this is going to be the front view. And we'll let that run. While that's running, this is now uploaded on Canva, and it is extremely clear. All the details. And it's hyper-realistic. Okay, so now you can put this onto your website. If you wanted, you can also crop it. So let's say these are pants only. You can always crop it to your website. So it's only showing the pants. Right? Sign up some e-commerce, you want to show the full pants. Or you can just crop the top, just show the top. Or you show the whole body. And you do that for every single angle. And then you want to export it. And you have clean pictures. They can use over and over. Right? So while this is loading. Okay, so now there's a few poses. I think this is the most similar to it. And then you select it, and there it is. And then again, if you want it not tucked in, do not tuck in pants cuff. The pants should be over the shoe, okay? And then hit it, and you're good to go. So now, let's just say you want to use this model again. You can save scene and model. And from here, so now that it's saved, you can always go back to your account and do this exact same thing. You can start a new try-on, or you go back to the outfit, and now you're just going to re-upload the next fit. And so you can do this over and over, and you can have beautiful e-commerce images just like this.